was a lot of shit. This on Twitter. How's it going, everybody? One second, I'm just typing some stuff up real quick. Luckily, I was able to finish work at a decent time today. Just post this on Twitter real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the classes on Squirrel. Give me 1 second tonight. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, haha. Look if I do that. There you go. Alright, give me a second. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. Gotta make sure Squirtle got the glasses on. Good enough. Alright. Alright, so yeah, this is, I typically don't stream this early, but, instead of me making a video, I figure, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and, you know, just do a live stream and just talking about the new actual information that we got about PvP that's coming out to JP, later today, because right now JP is under maintenance, so we are not able to play it, and the time of maintenance that it ends is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that is like less than 6 hours away. But hopefully it does actually end at 6 o'clock, because usually when it comes to big maintenance, or you know, big maintenance is, if that's a word, in JP, they tend to last a little longer than what they think it's gonna be. So you never know, but either ways though, I will be streaming later today, and we're about to jump into PvP. We're gonna see what this craziness is all about. We're gonna learn like so many new things. So I figure instead of making a video, just live streaming, and we can all learn together. So let me get chat up real quick, because I am probably missing out on a lot. There's a faking fly in front of me. Where you at? I look stupid just like looking around like, oh. So yeah, that's why I'm playing global right now. I'm playing Coliseum. I also take the time to play some Collie. So, anyways, what's going on, guys? Coda, how's it going, buddy? Horizon Gamer, how's it going? Minato, welcome. GB, how's it going, buddy? Haven't seen you in a good minute. Private Scoos, how's it going? All right. Let's see. Let's keep going with Kali. What's up, Paul? I always choose rounds 3 and 7 on my Coliseum. I don't think I've gotten to that point yet where I have to like specifically focus on rounds and whatnot. So thankfully I haven't gotten to that point yet. I think for global this month I'm trying to get into top 1,000. And honestly, Global's Coliseum is extremely easy compared to JP's, because by the time we hit this level in JP, the difficulty goes up more. So technically Coliseum is not exactly the same as JP when it comes to level wise. So you guys, everybody who plays Global has, I mean, you guys got it easy. So JP, man, we pretty much have to have like the best traits and everything by now. Who have been able to make it to another one of your streams. Hey, what's going on, Dark? Let's see. When does PvP come out? PvP comes out in about 5 hours and 36 minutes. Hopefully. Sometimes JP's maintenance can be a little longer than expected. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Squad. Doing good, thanks. So excited for the other metal boss. Yes, so we're gonna go ahead and jump. We're gonna jump into it. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna read basically what they've said so far. Thank you so much to Roblo as always for the translations. But we're gonna jump into it and see exactly, and we're gonna talk about it like in detail, little by little, as we keep reading more and more on what PvP is gonna be all about, what's actually gonna be coming out alongside PvP, and the banner that's gonna be coming out as well, alongside the, I guess, the new buffed up metal that is also coming out later tonight as well. So a lot of things are coming out. The biggest thing that definitely caught my eye is the storage sale. We are getting a storage sale, so most likely Global is going to be getting their storage sale this week finally. But they are increasing the storage from 1,300 to 2,000. That's insane. And that's a lot of space right there. That means I don't have to be deleting, you know, well, hello. I won't have to be deleting stuff and whatnot, so that's actually a good thing for me. Joffrey, thank you so much for the follow, buddy. And welcome. Lost, I like it, and I share your live stream for you. Hey, thank you so much, man. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's talk about the information we got so far. So, I think what I'm going to do while I'm playing Kali, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to see if I can flash Discord on here, so that way you guys have the ability to see it. Let me see if I can get it working real quick. That way we can talk about it as we go on through. Let's see. Oh, maybe I could capture the window. Let's see. I don't know. Window capture. Let's see. Discord. Oh, let's see what we can do. Hey, Private Screws, thank you so much for the sub, buddy. Oh, God. Everything got covered. No, it's not gonna show. Freaking rip. Oh, that sucks. Let's see, let's remove that. Yeah, my tablet is a little bit laggy, but it's not like crazy bad lag, thankfully. Let's see. Alright, we'll just do a display capture. But I think the best way to do it will be... let's see if I can do it this way. Alright. Let me shrink it down a little bit. I honestly don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can edit it real quick. See, this is how I have my setups whenever I'm live streaming. This is how, like, I see you guys' chats and whatnot. If anybody was curious about it. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Probably not. Alright, well, I'll just read it to you guys, just to make it easier, because I don't think you guys will be able to see it. Just to avoid any, like, hassle and whatnot. Oh, God. I just killed Discord. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, to what they've said so far in PvP, according to Roboloid's translations, they fixed, there was a couple of bug fixes, but we're not going to be too worried about that. There is a dual campaign that's going to be happening as of today, and it's gonna end on June 3rd. So most likely, okay. So this is what I predict is gonna happen, because there is a banner that's coming out alongside with like this whole PvP thing right now. But this is my thought. I personally have been expecting a Kyrie EX, no, excuse me, a new Kyrie medal to be coming out, or should have been out for like God knows how long. And so my prediction is that there might be a possibility where, you know, they might release this banner, and then like maybe later throughout, maybe this weekend or next week, they're all of a sudden gonna pop up with a brand new like banner for another medal, or possibly even a or maybe even a possible Kyrie. You never know, because it's actually been due that time where we were supposed to get a new Kyrie. But with this new system that they got going on right now, where you can evolve medals to a 7-star medal, the first thing that I immediately thought about that, I guess, that new, I guess like making the medals into 7 stars. What if you make a Kyrie EX into a 7-star medal? And what are going to be the new buffs that's actually going to happen towards that medal? So there's a bunch of things to look at. I know a lot of people are probably immediately thinking like, oh, I'm going to evolve my Sephiroth EX Kai to a tier 7 medal so it can be even more stronger. Maybe I'll get some better buffs. You know, maybe I'll evolve this medal. Maybe I'll evolve the new Lexius medal that we just got, so it could be like super duper OP. It's just little things like that. But I mean, for me myself, I think what I'm going to be focusing on first is getting my buff medals out there to 7 stars, and hopefully hopefully there is an actual buff, an extra buff that will give me a huge advantage in PvP. Because 7-star medals, remember guys, is only going to be for PvP. It's not going to be towards anything else that I know of, unless they're going to change that all of a sudden. So you never know. Hey, what's up, Tom? Just a heads up, if you want to go to the top 1,000, you need to overcome tier 16. Oh, that won't be a problem. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be focusing more on my buffer. So not only do you have Kyrie EX, Shion EX, you do have the stained glass medals to also focus on as well. So the only thing I would say also is to not, you know, go crazy at it at the beginning. I would say give it some time before you make an actual decision. Because think about it, you never know if one decision could potentially, you know, give you an advantage, or could potentially just like destroy any setup that you have. So you got to be smart, especially with PvP, because you're going up against another player. You're not going up against an AI. So you're pretty much gonna have to do your best to try to outsmart every other player. But anyway, so enough ranting. Let me keep going. So another thing that's coming out to JP, we are getting 25 more Prod Quests, which is pretty awesome. That means I got 50 Prod Quests to do. Freaking lovely. But yeah, the storage sale, not only are we getting an increase to 2,000 in our inventory, but we also are getting a half off. So basically, instead of 100 jewels, we're getting 50 jewels. That is freaking awesome. Hopefully Global gets that too. It kind of sucks that Global did not manage to get the 30 jewel storage sale that we got in our 2nd anniversary, but at least we're getting a storage sale, so I mean, I can't complain about that. Buffs and copy medals, I think, should be prioritized to 7-star. Yes, definitely. So you think it's better to do buff medals first compared to damage medals? I think so. I think so, because technically this whole PvP thing is a damage contest, and you're focusing on trying to get the most damage in total. So all of the damage that you're doing in total, that's pretty much how your score is going to be based by. Because you're going to go down through all 3 Keyblades, which this month is 3 Wishes, Sleeping Lion, and Dark Knight. That's why they gave us those buffs already. And so basically, you're going to have to put in your best medals in there that do more damage, that has ground trait, because technically we're going to be in the ground. We're not going to be flying around, though that would be pretty sweet. But ground trait medals, heavy dealing damage medals, I don't really think you have to worry about gauges. I don't think gauges is going to be an issue against PvP. So basically, I don't think you have to worry too much about that, but I may be wrong. But it's just like all those little things you have to think about. before you go up against whatever player it is that you're trying to go up against. Let's see. The sub slots are here. You can equip 7-star medals, only medals. Okay, that was repeated twice. Yeah, so you can equip 7-star medals to your sub slots, which are similar to your pet's inventory. Adding medals will buff up your slot multipliers, and the amount raised depends on the guild tier of the medal you're adding. So, pretty much, if you got a bunch of tier 7 medals? Yeah, tier 7, tier 8s. Yeah, is it tier 7, tier 8? Yeah. I don't know, I can't think right now. But yeah, as long as you have tier 7, tier 8 medals that are guilted, I mean, you're good to go. You're pretty much set. I don't think they are too concerned about whatever traits it is that you have. I think the traits are more focused on towards whatever player it is that you're fighting against. But the tier guild. So basically, as long as you got medals with a 230% guild, you're going to get that higher multiplier in the sub-slot section of your keyblades to increase the actual multipliers of the keyblade itself. So that's pretty cool. So in the last update video, or the update video from before, I talked about how to not fuse all of your like tier 8, tier 7 medals just yet, in case that's how they're going to work it out with trying to increase the multipliers of PvP. And I called it too. So I was actually right. So that was a damn good guess on my part. And no friend of mine got nightmares just seeing the new gold's silver and bronze ticket thing. Yeah, I saw that. I was curious about that too. Hey, look at Kitty. What's going on? Depends. If buff effect doesn't change much, you want to increase the damage once at the higher multiplier. Yeah, it's true. What buff medals that last more than one turn? Because Kyrie and Shion last one. Well, remember, guys, you also got to think about, it's going to be 3 keyblades, so technically it'll be 3 turns, if I'm correct. Maybe wrong, you never know. So basically, it's going to be 3 turns, and in those 3 turns, you're going to have to do as much damage as you can to beat the other player. Skull's multiplier is going to be atrociously high when a 7 starts. Oh my god. Imagine Nick and Judy and, what's the other medal? FFRK Terror, a Warrior of Light. Woo! When I set my final boss Shion on 7-star, can I do more damage? It's possible. They said that they are going to make it so that every medal can be turned into a 7-star. So finally, guys, we get to transform the almighty godly Pence into a 7-star medal. I'm gonna laugh if they give him like super high buffs. That's gonna be like the most funniest freaking meme, troll, whatever it is that Square Enix has ever done. That's gonna be something. I'm confused. It's too much info. Yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot of info. They are throwing a lot of crap on us. So yeah, it's gonna be a crazy mess. But anyways, let's continue. So 7-star medals are here. The multiplier and stats. Oh, did I die? Oh no. The multiplier and stats of the medals are raised upon evolution, and some special attacks have been upgraded too. For example, HD Sora, which is the tier 4 medal. I don't know if I have it in my global version. Let me see. But yeah, so HD Sora now buffs upright attack and has way better stats. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly which medal is it I'm talking about. If you do not know which medal it is, that's if I even have it in global. Do I have it in global? There it is. Yeah. So HD Sora. So pretty much this medal right now is like an example, but I believe this medal is actually gonna be in a banner that's coming out in JP later today. But yeah. So basically, this HD Sora, once it becomes a 7-star medal, will be able to will be able to give upright attack buffs, and I think it does it by 3. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, and also has way better stats. So you have to use 5 blue fairy medals corresponding to the matching guild tier to evolve your medals to 7 stars. Let me see if I can show that real quick. So I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So that right there, if you see it right there, that's going to be the new medal that we're going to have to use to evolve whatever medal it is that you wanted to evolve into 7-star medals. So that's going to be like the new like Mickey medal right there. So that's going to be it for that one. Let's see what else we got. What the nanny we get now? Let me go back to Kali. Let's see. Let's see. So for PvP, you can participate in PvP. Okay, so this is something really important that you guys need to hear out. PvP, there's only a number of times if that you can actually participate in PvP a day, which is kind of shitty for free-to-play players, in my opinion. But the only players that can actually do continuous battles over and over again are gonna be players who buy VIP every week. So if you already bought VIP for JP or Global whenever PvP does come out, what's up, Marif? Robo posted more stuff. Oh, okay, I got it. I'll check it out. But yeah, so if you do buy VIP, you can pretty much do PvP as much as you want. If you don't buy VIP, if you're a free-to-play player, or you buy VIP here and there, you're only gonna have a number of times per day for you to be able to do PvP, which kind of sucks. I do feel bad for the free-to-play players of the fact that they're kind of limited on this like new mechanic that's coming to the game. So that's kind of stupid. But let's see. Oh, where am I thinking again? Where'd it go? Anyways, you get draw tickets from PvP, which can be used to pull the blue fairy. So basically, if you are wanting to try to obtain the fairy medal that I just showed you guys, you pretty much have to, if I'm correct, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to win every fight that you do in PvP to get these draw tickets. That way you can evolve said medals into 7 stars, if I'm correct. I may be wrong. But anyways, so this I'm gonna tell you guys the basics of PvP, and we'll go over it if it's something that I need to talk about. Only thing is, if I have to upgrade Kyrie, I have a problem because Kyrie EX has to be max Gilta to be made 7 stars, but I want to keep her low level for high score challenges. Yeah, and this is why I kept 2 copies of Kyrie EX and Xion EX, just for a situation like this. Alright, let me keep going. Okay, so the basics for PvP is you can battle a set number of times per day. We just talked about that. Those who buy VIP can battle more times. The Keyblades you can use are set and they rotate monthly. So each month we get 3 new different Keyblades, which are equal which are equal to getting the boosters every month. So it's pretty much like a guarantee now that whatever 3 boosters it is that we do get in Union Cross every month are going to be the Keyblades that we're going to be using for PvP. So it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing for some players. Not every player is going to have their Keyblades up to 25, 30, 35, whatever. So some players might be at a disadvantage, especially if they just started playing the game. If you're a veteran player, then I mean you should be good to go. You should have, I'm going to say like around 5 Keyblades already at 35. So hopefully you have an advantage to that. Let's see. In Global, I do have 2 Kyries, but in JP, I only have 1 of each. Oh, rip. Let's see. They better lower the cost to $10 at least, or have $5 VIPs for a limited time. Remember Remember that back on Black Friday 2016? Yeah, I do remember that. That was like a long time ago too. So it's a monthly thing. That seems like a long time. I mean, but you also got to think about it this way. I think they do it as a monthly thing because maybe they don't want so many people to actually evolve every single medal that they have into a 7 stars to have an advantage over somebody who can't do that. So you never know. They might actually have like some type of like restrictions so that way nobody cannot take advantage over somebody else, and everybody can have a set number of 7 stars every month, and then it'll increase the more that they go and the more PvP battles that they win. Yeah, they are making it easier to get to 25. which is awesome. They took away the Bifrost Shard banner as well, as what I read. Let's see. Players have infinite HP, aka it's a damage contest to determine the winner. You can get tickets that can be used to pull for Blue Fairy, so pretty much you have to win PvP fights to get those tickets. The battle has a 5-minute time limit. Failure to complete the battle during this time results in a draw. Huh. Interesting. Opponents have no attributes, although they will be affected by medals that are always super effective. And give an example, HD Mickey EX. Because HD Mickey EX, his attack, it doesn't matter like which attribute you go up against, it's gonna do like the maximum amount of damage. Like Mickey EX is a magic medal, so if it were to be fighting a speed medal, it would still treat that speed, I guess, opponent or medal that's going up against as if it was a power attribute enemy. So examples like that is what they're trying to say. So basically you don't have to worry about like whatever attributes you do use, it's still gonna get the maximum amount of damage either way. So hey Metal, thank you so much for the resub, my man. That's 7 months, man. You are 5 months away, my dude. Appreciate the love as always, man. Alright. Let's see. You cycle through each of your set keyblades to see who deals the most damage. So what I said earlier, basically for each player it's gonna be 3 rounds. But I think it's best 2 out of 3 if I'm correct. I may be wrong. Brian, thank you so much for the host, buddy. Appreciate it. But basically how I believe it's going to work is they are going to let me think before I say this wrong. They are going to most likely through each of our turns that we fight up against. Hold on, let me think about it. Before I say anything else, let me think about it. So let me see if there's anything else. You cycle through each of your set keyblades to see who deals the most damage. So most likely the possibility is that they're either gonna let us go through all of our 3 keyblades at once, or they're gonna go, what they're gonna do is you know, say we go first and then they go first and then we go next and then they go next, and then it goes on and on for those 3 turns to see how it is that to see afterwards they're gonna total up the total amount of damage that they do, and then whoever's the winner, well, it's the winner, they get the tickets. So I have been around lately. Nah, it's all good, man. I know you've been busy. No adamantite ore, no more orichalcum, and no more mithril except shards. I guess this seems cool. I really wonder if all metals will have buffer upgrade. Supposedly they said that every metal is gonna have its own version of a 7-star metal. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see. It's either people are gonna have to take the risk of evolving a metal into a 7-star, or they're gonna give us like a list of like all the extra stuff we're gonna get if we do evolve a certain metal into a 7-star. Most likely they're probably not gonna do the second thing that I said, so it's pretty much like take it or leave it. Excuse me. Hey Minnie, how's it going? I currently have 1 Keyblade at over 35, and that's Fairy Stars. Counterpoint and Fenrir are both at 34, and Global I have 1 Kex and 2 Aishion. Oh, okay, cool. Yes, so pretty much for PvP right now, they're just focusing on just those 3 Keyblades right now, which is 3 Wishes, Sleeping Lion, and Dark Knight. That is how it's gonna be. So somehow, some way, I'm gonna have to put some time and effort into doing PodQuest in Global so that I could try to upgrade my Dark Knight to 35, not 35, but past 25. When does the update come out in JP? It should be out and it should be ready by 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. Players are treated as ground type enemies, so packing ground defense down is a solid choice. So any metals that you have, any heavy dealing damage metals that you do have with ground traits will give you a big advantage. It'll give you that extra advantage so that you can do some extra damage to the enemy. What else? Medals cannot be slotted on more than one blade in PvP. That is, if you want to run Kyrie EX on all 3 blades, you need to have 3 copies of Kyrie EX, one alone, one cut it. So that's the reason why they release the stained glass medals. So pretty much it's only like a one-time use, and it's not just for buffing medals, it's for every single medal that you use on that first keyblade. You can't use it on a second or third keyblade, and then of course whatever you have on a second keyblade, you can't use it on a third keyblade. So when it comes to setups, you have to be really, you gotta think real hard on exactly what kind of setups and what medals you're gonna put in that setup you're gonna use to get the maximum amount of damage that you can actually do against the player that you're going up against. I want to see the damage of Lexia's EX Kai 7 stars. It will be ridiculous. I know. I was thinking about that earlier when they were releasing the information for the PvP. So it's gonna be crazy. Do defense medals work like Zexion and Vexen? No. No, because this is pretty much a damage contest. It's pretty much, I mean, you can treat them like they were attacking medals, but if you're trying to treat them as defensive type medals, it's not really gonna be in your favor. It's not gonna play in your favor. It's pretty much a damage contest where you have to do the most amount of damage against the enemy, and that's it. But anyways, so for version 2.6.0, they added the PvP, they added 7 stars, they added a sub slot, they added the function to skip story quests. These will not clear the objectives, so just taking a guess that if you're having trouble passing story quests, that you might have the ability to be able to skip it. I'm not too sure. Let's see, let me keep going on go. They added a push notification for when a player smashes the Lux button. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so to all the raiding parties out there, this will let you know, especially if you're like the party leader or the admin, this will let you know whether or not a player actually has boosted or not. So to anybody who is trying to be sneaky, looks like, you know, you're gonna be called out a little bit more easier now. Added filters for tier 7 and tier 8 and upright reverse buff debuffs. Oh, okay, that's cool. They made it easier to level up Keyblades to 25. Deprecated? Yeah, deprecated quest now removed. Which I believe is the farming materials. I'm not too sure. Added the ability to roll a trait when fusing lower variety versions of the same metal to increase high rarity. So fusing a 3-star Tifa to a 5-star Tifa will roll a trait on a 5-star Tifa. Hey, what's up, Robo? Hey, man, thank you so much for the translations. I can imagine that your hands freaking hurt right now. Oh, man, there was so much stuff that you typed, too. It feels bad. But yeah, I'm ready for this update. So I can freaking dominate. Can anyone say to me when I have luck? When I have luck, I do 3 summon, and on the 3 summon, I got shit. What do you mean? Like, which banner are you pulling from? Let's see. The inventory space is now being increased to 2,000 max, which is crazy. They added names to jewel packs? The hell? Huh, interesting. And supports iPhone X screen ratios. Oh, okay. That's random. I didn't expect a solid 13 notices. Dude, I didn't expect that either, man. When I saw that shit, I was like, wow. That is a lot of crap. Hey, what's up, G? This update is gonna blow. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. I'm actually gonna... Let me check on Khux to see if the update has released or not. Probably not. Let me keep playing on this. Have they fixed the connection issues in global? So far, I haven't heard anything about it, but they do know about it, though. Let's see. Oh, hey! There you go, guys. So, to anybody who has JP right now and has the Khux app, the update for Union Cards is out already. So let's go ahead and update that bad boy. Look at kitty. Alright, let's go ahead and update. How big is the update? I don't know, it doesn't tell me. Looks semi big. So yeah, if you do have Union cards and you are on Android, the update is already out. I have Summon on the Organization 13 event. Oh, okay. Oof. Alright. Anyways, for the tickets to pull for the blue fairies in these new banners, the bronze tickets can pull tier 1 to tier 3 fairies. So I'm not too sure if it's gonna be like a certain amount of fairies that do come out. I don't know if they're gonna be like 5 to 10 fairies in each pull. I guess we'll find out whenever the actual banner does come out. Silver tickets can pull tier 3 to tier 8 metal fairies, and gold tickets can pull tier 5 to tier 8 fairies. Or yeah, tier 5 to tier 8 fairies. So that's interesting. So I guess it depends on what kind of tickets you actually get whenever you are fighting in PvP. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm unlucky, but on Shion EX, I got him 2 times on the same summon with 3 and with 3. Oh, nice. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Any word on if we are getting any free jewels with this update? Most likely it's just gonna be like 300 jewels for the whole maintenance, but I doubt they will release any like big jewels. So I'm not too sure if they're gonna do anything like special. Let's see. There is a banner coming out as well later tonight. If you don't want to do any type of grinding, so basically, you know, if you just want to have everything right away, then you can just pull on this banner. So, pull on this banner to get 7-star versions of medals. The 7-star pool is listed under the banner details in game. You can only pull 7-star versions of tier 4 or lower medals. So anything above that, anything above tier 4, we're not going to get any 7-star medals. You are guaranteed at least 1 7-star medal and 1 6-star medal per pull. So that's pretty cool. So that's 2 medals guaranteed right there, which is pretty sweet. So I'm guessing that any tier 4 or lower, it's gonna be like super random. So do remember that if you do play JP, don't expect to think like, oh, it's just gonna be only tier 4 medals. It could be a tier 3 medal, it could be a 2-3 medal. You might even get the almighty godly pence. You never know. So unless they're not doing actual what do you call it? Story quest medals. I now have both a boosted Vexen and Lexius Plus. What? Lucky. Alright, let me open the app and see if they changed the whatchamacallit. Okay, so it's still the same background. So they haven't changed the background or anything just yet on it. It's still the same, but they did update it to the 2.6.0 version. But that's about it. Nothing. I don't know if there's any new audio or not. Let me see. No, it's still the same. Alright, so the update has already been downloaded onto my phone. Probably gonna have to download it on my tablet later on today. Hey, Northern Lights, how's it going? My illustrated Shion got ray traits. Oof. Hey, Lost just got here. Does PvP use AP? I don't believe they would. That would be kind of dumb if they did. That should give us the descriptions of some of the tier 4 7-star medals. Yeah, that might be a possibility. Let's see what else. I think that's about it, guys. I think that's gonna be it for the for what it is that we learned so far during for this whole PvP update that's gonna be happening. don't think anything other than that it's gonna be happening. Let me see. Let me double check just to make sure. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the information, guys. Again, I will be live streaming later today, and pretty much me and you are gonna be playing through PvP. We're gonna learn about everything. We're gonna check out the new banners that are coming out, and then we are definitely going to do some PvP. That's for damn sure, to get an idea of how it works, how how they determine the winner exactly. And to see if maybe we can have the possibility of evolving a medal into a tier 7. No, not a tier 7, a 7-star medal. So I'm very excited. Again, the maintenance does end at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but the maintenance might last a little bit longer, and that's because the only reason I say that is because in the previous times that we had a big maintenance like this, they usually take longer than what they actually do say, which can be a bit annoying. So I'm really hoping that that does not happen, so that way I can immediately start live streaming, and then we just see every single thing that that's going to be coming out. So definitely be on the lookout for a notification as well. I do have a Discord server. The links are always down in the description below if you're on Twitch and or YouTube. So that way you can, if you don't want to get a notification from, or like an email notification about it, you can always join that, and that'll let you know whenever it is that I am actually live streaming. Plus, we got a good, small, and starting to be a little bit more active community on there too, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. I guess we will see. So storage sale and power gems are important to upgrade fairy stars past 35.4, right? Yep. Is HD Riku replica with boost and a 40% boost a 2-time with hold on, maybe read that again. Hey, Purple Asian. Yeah, with free-to-play players. Tell me about it. I actually feel like super bad for free-to-play players. Is HD Riku replica with boost and 40% boost and 2 times 1,000 strength. Oh, like are you asking me if it's good or not? Because that is actually pretty good. Shoot, it's better than half of the stuff I've gotten before. Bum, 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 bum. No, I guess just turn this off. But yeah, so again, guys, if the maintenance goes all good and well, expect a notification from me on whenever it is that I am live streaming again. I am going to go ahead and stop the live stream because I only wanted to talk about PvP and what it is that was actually coming out later tonight. Well, hopefully. So cross your fingers. Hopefully something does. Well, not something, but hopefully the maintenance does actually end at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that I can immediately jump into some PvP and show you guys the possible bandits that might actually come out with PvP. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this short little live stream. I really hope to see you later tonight, and as always, guys, I will see y'all in PvP. Take care, guys, and have a good rest of your day.